So more and more with Oscars on the way, Black Panther seems to be in the short list for a lot of things, specifically visual effects. That's a confusing one. Let's talk about it. Now look, I loved Black Panther. There's a lot of elements I love from that movie. Visual effects being the most questionable thing you could possibly put this movie on a list for. Now, I'm not saying that the movie has some of the worst effects ever, because it doesn't. But let's start off with the last fight in the movie. You guys have all probably seen that. It's very CG-like. Like, it's like 99.9% CG, you know? And that is kind of mind-boggling that that's, like, you know, okay, this thing looks like a PS4 game, right? You know, a lot of comic book movies end up with this. Aquaman recently had that same effect right in the last fight. Wonder Woman, you know, ending of that looked like a giant CG mess versus Ares. Age of Ultron suffered from this a little bit. Guardians 2, but Guardians 2 like really elevated to the next level, particularly as they got closer to Ego, so you can kind of understand why that would have at least gotten a nod. But Black Panther is a mixed bag of visual effects, I would say. If there's anything that's better in Black Panther, it's everything but the visual effects. And most of you guys have probably seen, you know, they wore physical suits on set. But then Marvel went in and added CG over them. So why? You know, it's a really confusing thing. So, like, the last fight where we see Killmonger, and as, like, Shuri's coming at him, he had a physical suit. The suit looks beautiful. You can see set photos of it. But then they added this like CG glossy look over it. It just doesn't look right in the final product. So it's really kind of mind-boggling. And a lot of people said, does Black Panther deserve the Oscar nod? I would say probably not for visual effects. It's honestly, out of all the movies that are on the short list, it's the one that I'm like, yeah, you could probably remove that one and nobody would be upset. But at the same time, if you put it up next to Infinity War, which it is right next to, Infinity War literally looks like one of the best movies in a long time. Albeit, like, there's 2 or 3 scenes that are a little dodgy. Like the Hulkbuster scene with Ruffalo's head. Yeah, that's a little eh. But zoom into, like, Thanos' face. You can tell the dude is sweating. Like, you can tell his pores are like... What the hell do pores do? Pulse? I don't know. I'm not a epidermologist. Is that even the skin word? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, you can zoom into that dude's head and be like, yeah, he looks real. And then Black Panther, at the same time, you zoom into, like, the last fight, you're like, bro, I can literally see 64 textures on that. So, I don't know what the industry does, but hey, I guess.